For the past 3 years of your life, you've been manipulated to believe that finance-related YouTubers make more than they actually do, gaining your trust and luring you into their services just for their monetary gain. In today's video, I'll be discussing the dark side of the finance space and how to avoid being scammed by fake entrepreneurs. So first, let's talk about how do they manipulate and lie to you. Now, in my previous video, I just spoke about social engineering. Now, most of these fake entrepreneurs will socially engineer you until they cannot know more. They will rinse every technique that they can possibly do to make them seem more trustworthy so they can take your hard-earned money and put it into their pocket. Most of these fake entrepreneurs have a great understanding of how to be perceived to make them look like they actually have a big wad of cash, when in reality they're just renting stuff and they're faking the lifestyle. If you've watched from the start of my YouTube channel, then you will know that I exposed two gurus, one called challinor and two Luke Belmar. Now, one in specific, challinor, is very good at making you believe that he's rich. All he does is rent cars, lies about the lifestyle, rented apartments, renting watches, etc. You get the drill. Now, the reason why they socially engineer you is so that you can buy their course. Now, if you're looking at it from a viewer's perspective, if you're seeing that this guy is making millions of pounds a month, he's driving luxury supercars, he has all nice designer clothes, big watch brands, you're going to be like, I want to be like this guy. These fake entrepreneurs have a very good understanding of how you need to see them. Now, as I said, the end goal is so they can get your money into their pocket. That's all they do. They're not hard to spot. It just takes a bit of research on a person. Now, however, what happens if you take the complete opposite route and you lie about being poor? Now, there's a couple fake entrepreneurs and finance gurus that pretend that they've came up poor and they've had an extremely hard lifestyle, when in reality they were born into the life of having luxury things. Me personally, I know how I've come up. I've not come up in a nice way. I've not come up in the nicest house. I've never been driven around by my mum and my dad in the nicest cars. But look, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to expose the people inside of the industry. These people genuinely need and they want an underdog story so you can be like, wow, they're a superhero, making you want to idolize them and obsess all over them so you can go and buy their products. It's a straight up manipulation tactic that these fake entrepreneurs use so they can have you whipped around their finger. Now, an extremely good example of this is Iman Gadzhi. Now, he claimed that he came up and had a hard life and he was poor, but in reality, he used to live in Chelsea and his stepdad was laundering money through Dubai and all this crazy stuff. So that's not really coming up hard in my opinion.
So he put me into private school, expensive private school. So as I said, like, this is literally like a fairy tale, or supposed to be like a fairy tale ending, you know?
My stepdad moved to Dubai when I was 8 years old. So from 8 years old, he lived in Dubai and he was only back in London for, 90 days, 120 days a year, but he was also allowed more days because he had a family. So it was this weird chess move where basically he saved a lot of money on taxes.
He already had the resources to become an ultra wealthy man, but instead he decided to lie to make himself seem more credible. Because if you're a stone cold entrepreneur and people view you as you've come from nothing, naturally they're going to believe that you have it more in life and you know what you're talking about. This whole ideology is called faking it until you make it, and it's not even used specifically in finance. It's used all over the world. You can fake it till you make it, but these people do it on an absolute crazy scale. Faking it till you make it isn't as complicated as it actually seems. Faking it till you make it is lying on your resume, saying that you've had experience in this sort of job when in reality you've never actually done the job in your life. However, these fake finance gurus will fake it till they make it on another level. They will sit there and say that they've run multi-million-pound businesses and they've grew numerous businesses and they're experienced in this and that and advertising and they're gurus at this, when in reality they don't know nothing. Everything that they probably found out is what you can find out on YouTube and Google. That's probably how they've got all the resources to make a detailed course, when really all of it's just free information. Now, don't get me wrong, there's certain aspects that you can't get for free. For instance, how to talk business and in that specific business. But if we're talking knowledge, you can get it for free. YouTube, books, and education exist for a reason. All of these ultra wealthy entrepreneurs had to learn from somewhere. These fake ones can learn the exact same way as you can. However, most of these people actually come in disguise. YouTubers inside of the finance space have an extremely high CPM. If you don't know what that means, it's cost per mile. The average YouTube channel makes $3 to $5 per 1,000 views. However, certain ones, if they're lucky, can make upwards of $7. But inside of the finance niche, they can actually make anywhere between $10 and $50 per 1,000 views. So to put that into perspective, on 1 million views, if your CPM's 10, then you'll get $10,000. If it's 50, you'll make $50,000. So they don't even need to sell you nothing. Now, there's probably going to be a few people saying, oh, well, you're doing finance videos. The difference is I've made a bit of my money. I'm just here dropping genuine knowledge. I'm not here to sell you nothing. I know it seems like a bit of a contradiction, but trust me, it's really not. I'm personally just sick of seeing people getting scammed. I've been a victim to that, so I thought I would come and drop real knowledge instead, ones that I know have worked for me, and if you use it, it will work for you. I make videos about different ways of making money. I also expose fake finance gurus. I make the odd occasional story about things to do with money that's happened, but to be honest, I'm just here just to help you guys out. Nothing more, nothing less. I can make my money through YouTube as well. That's a little side income. This will never be the main thing for me. I already have main businesses that I want to run. So it helps that I can get paid from it, but I can also help you out. Now, please do not buy anyone's course. When I tell you, you can find everything for free. You can search it on YouTube. It's not free, but you can buy a book. You can look on Google, free websites. It doesn't matter how you get the information. The chances are it will probably be the exact same what they'll sell you in a course. However, the technique will be different. But I always like to get things at a first-hand experience, and so should you as a businessman. You should always want to experience everything for yourself. You should never want to take things from other people because you're just copying them. You want to do it for yourself and see how it actually works. That's the best way you will ever learn, is for yourself. My name's Ty White. If you think that you've gained any knowledge from this video and you think it helped, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Thank me later.